Okay, wow. The first thing I see when I wake up this morning, the news that Microsoft just bought Bethesda and ZeniMax, which meaning Microsoft now owns, or I don't know if they own the rights to all these games, but they got Arcane, Machine Games, Bethesda Studios, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, Roundhouse, and they got IPs such as Dishonored, Wolfenstein, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Starfield, Evil Within, and Prey. Not to mention Deathloop, which of course it's still going to be a time exclusive for the PlayStation 5. Uncle Phil, Daddy Phil, he made a post on the Xbox website, which I'll link it to you in the description if you want to read it. He said, "Today is a special day as we welcome some of the most accomplished studios in the games industry to Xbox. We are thrilled to announce Microsoft has entered into an agreement to acquire ZeniMax Media, parent company of Bethesda Softworks. As one of the largest, most critically acclaimed privately held game developers and publishers in the world, Bethesda is an incredibly talented group of 2,300 people worldwide who make up some of the most accomplished creative studios in our industry across Bethesda Softworks, Bethesda Game Studios, id Software, ZeniMax Online Studios, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Game Networks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. These are teams responsible for franchises like Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Prey, Quake, Starfield, and many more. Bethesda's games have always had a special place on Xbox and in the hearts of millions of gamers around the world. Our teams have a close and storied history working together, from the amazing first Doom and its id Tech engine, innovating games on PCs, to Bethesda bringing their first console game to the original Xbox, the groundbreaking The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Over the years, I've had many deep conversations with the creative leaders at Bethesda on the future of gaming, and we've long shared similar visions for the opportunities for creators and their games to reach more players in more ways. Just as they took the bold first steps to bring the Elder Scrolls franchise to the original Xbox, Bethesda were early supporters of Xbox Game Pass, bringing their games to new audiences across devices, and have been actively investing in new gaming technology like cloud streaming of games. We will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Game Pass for console and PC. One of the things that is me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games, some announced and many unannounced, to Xbox console and PC, including Starfield, the highly anticipated new space epic currently in development by Bethesda Game Studios. Like us, Bethesda are passionate believers in building a diverse array of creative experiences, in exploring new game franchises and telling stories in bold ways. All of their great work will, of course, continue and grow, and we look forward to empowering them with the resources and support of Microsoft to scale the creative visions to more players in new ways for you. All of our work and the foundation of our relationship with you starts with a commitment to deliver a breadth of amazing games to discover and play on Xbox. Over the last few weeks, we've been excited to share more detail on important elements of a plan we've been building towards for years. A plan that is the fulfillment of a promise to you, the Xbox player, to deliver the most performant, immersive, and compatible next generation gaming experiences, and the freedom to play blockbuster games with your friends anytime, anywhere. Today is a landmark step in our journey together, and I'm incredibly energized by what this step means for Xbox. Please join me in welcoming all of our friends at Bethesda to Team Xbox. Now, Bethesda admitted that they're not going to be exclusive to Xbox, which got confirmed by Todd Howard, which anytime I hear Todd Howard speak, I think of Sweet Little Lies. Like our original partnership is one about more than one system or one screen. We share a deep belief in the fundamental power of games and their ability to connect, empower, and bring joy, and a belief we should bring that to everyone, regardless of who you are, where you live, or what you play on, regardless of the screen size, the controller, or your ability to even use one. So basically, he did confirm that they're still going to be making games for other systems, not just Xbox and PC. But to me, I look at it like even if it was only Xbox and PC, it doesn't give me an incentive to purchase an Xbox. Still, I could just build a PC if these games were going to come to Xbox and PC day one. I would just still build a PC. Now, if it was a situation where they said, you know what, these games are going to be only playable on Xbox, then okay, how come you would have all these games only on Xbox, but you won't do that to other first party studios? You'll put them on PC, some on Switch, but you won't put them only on your own system. But I digress. And now people been going crazy. Some trying to speculate that Fallout New Vegas 2 could be a legit possibility, maybe one day. But all in all, I kind of look at this like, no one expected Microsoft to buy a fucking ZeniMax. You know what I mean? This was some huge news. Granted, like I was alluding to earlier, there's gonna still be no reason for you to purchase an Xbox. This doesn't give me a reason to own an Xbox. This still gives me a reason to build a PC. Nothing else. Nothing more, nothing else. Like they bought Bethesda. That means I should get an Xbox. No, because we know how Microsoft rocks. They want to put their games everywhere. So what's the point of trying to buy a system in which it's basically going to be a multiplayer box? If I'm being honest, there's going to be nothing going to be exclusive to only that console. Nothing. And even Bethesda confirmed that they're going to be making games not only for the Xbox. From that standpoint, it's smart on Microsoft want to let them just keep making games third party, because I don't even see them in any situation saying that these games will only be on PC and Xbox and they won't come to PlayStation or any other console. I can't see that happening, simply because that's what Todd Howard just said. That's one thing, even though I take whatever he says with a grain of salt. Now, the only bad thing I gotta say about this is hopefully this don't start some type of slippery slope within the games industry, because I remember all them years ago when there was rumors that Microsoft was gonna acquire EA, and a lot of people, started having monopoly fears. I hope this don't start a monopoly in which Sony feels like, you know what, we need to go out and buy somebody big just to prove a point. Then it'll just go back and forth. You'll start I just hope this does not kickstart a monopoly war, and PlayStation sees this and they may want to go acquire somebody big next. I'm not saying it'll happen, but I'm just saying. And also, I don't want Microsoft to keep buying everybody. Like, okay, ZeniMax is huge. That's great. But don't keep doing that, for fuck's sake, because you need competition in this games industry. You can't buy people, or you can't just keep buying people up and to the point where there's no competition. You can't do that, because there has to be competition among third-party developers. They look at each other as competition. There still needs to be some type of competition. They can't just, and I'm just rambling. I don't think, realistically speaking, Microsoft would acquire other big names like Activision or EA. I don't think that would happen. But they should slow their roll, because they don't need to be buying these people. Because if you have all these big companies like ZeniMax being bought up, then there's no competition, and then that in turn creates a monopoly. Hopefully that's not going to happen, and we're still going to have quality, fine competition within the gaming industry.